Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our YouTube account and it is finally patch day, which means we do get some free diamonds out of here. We're going to be looking at the new Mauler hero that came with the version update, which is Talimar. Now overall, the Hook of the Waste, it seems like intelligence-based support. As a support hero, we might find her in a couple different places, and it's going to be interesting to see, but I wanted to hop in here and do some of the summons for the hero itself, because again, it seems like she's going to find a place, especially with her skill kit that we have with this hero. I feel like there's going to be a point, and we don't know her effectiveness on bosses because she is just up right now. Now, the audio on here, of course, we had an update for Streamlabs, so it comes out kind of funky at the beginning, but let's hop in here. Let's pop open some of these stones because I know it's been a long time on this account that we have actually done these summons. See if we can get a few, copies of her, and there we go. We get a copy of Vika. We also do have a couple cards up here. We have 6 Mauler cards. Chances are we're not going to see her, which unfortunately we do not see her at all. But let's hop over to the Noble Tavern, and I believe we have around 100, around 100 scrolls, 144. So we will swap that over to the Maulers, but we will drop her in the wish list. Now, I know Mesmer had shared with me yesterday to make sure that we put other Mauler heroes into this wish list, even if we're just using the legendary heroes or the fodder heroes, because this needs to be filled. As long as it is filled, you have a higher probability of getting the actual hero, because it's 20% each slot. And then depending, and I had thought when we emptied this out that it would still give me the 20%, but I guess Lilith had recommended filling in the wish list in the entirety. So let's hop in here and go ahead and do these summons. We have 2 cards on the table, and we also do have the desired hero summon. So we are going to have a ability to get her all the way up to Ascended, but we're not going to be and have the extra copies to get stars or anything of that nature. So I'm really hoping that we can get some of these copies out of here of this hero. And then we have 144 faction scrolls. So there we go. So double Maulers right there, and they're both in the wish list. And weird, because I didn't think Sophia was in there. I thought that was kind of random, which again, because all the other ones are kind of empty. There's Villanelle. So we are 3 for 3 on Maulers. Unfortunately, not finding the one that we actually need to pick up. 26 scrolls left in this one. Oh, copy of Nara. Come on, I'm hoping we get at least one. And when it comes to our Awakened Heroes, we've had a discussion about this quite a bit. When it comes to the Awakened Heroes, it seems like, honestly, at this point, it has been months since I have pulled any of the Awakened Heroes from our regular summons at all. I don't know if you guys have seen the exact same, but it has been a crazy amount of time since I have seen the Awakened Heroes actually dropping or being able to pull them just through the regular summons. And there we go. There is our new hero. So we need one more copy of this hero, because if we can pull 2, we can do the engraving on the hero, and we do have a copy of Anakira. So we got one of the ones we needed. Gonna have enough food, and with this account, we have a insane amount of food with all of our factions and all of our heroes. And even here, I mean, that is a lot of Elite Plus Maulers. And even the food, there's 3 more Elite Plus Maulers. All right, so we got another 94. One more copy we need of this hero. Come on. Now remember, we cannot pull the Awakened Heroes with the faction cards. So unfortunately, we do not have the ability to pull what we need here, but we still have 119,000 diamonds. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get through all of those desired hero summons. And there is a secondary copy. So if we can do all the desired hero summons, we can have her built in the entirety. So I am hoping maybe one more copy right here. It is a double. Not too bad. Gives us a copy of Goran, even though we're not going to use it. A little bit more food right there. One more card on the table. Could we see the Mauler we're looking for? So we've got 2 copies so far. Nope, that is a copy of Drez. We also do have our companion point. So let's see if this is going to yield us anything. Again, Awakened Heroes, Celestials, Hippos. Doesn't seem like we pull them at all anymore. Which there's Anakira. So again, not a hero that we're looking for. Copy of Granite, still staying in that Mauler vein with everybody in here. Even Warwick right there. That is a lot of Mauler heroes. which I'm okay with. I know the Mauler faction for a majority of players, incredibly difficult to make progression in the Mauler Tower. But maybe we can pull somebody out of here. Celestial or Hippo. Nope, copy of Iran. Where is the Awakened Heroes? Like I had said, we're going on months at this point since we have had the ability to pull or see any of the Awakened Heroes, and it just continues. So in here, we're going to go ahead and drop in the new Mauler. Now we have 8 in here. For a majority of players, they're only going to have 6 of the desired hero summons. The reason we do have 8 in here is because of the VIP level. So let's see if we can knock out all of these copies within here. And it's going 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 1 copy. There we go. So we already have our Elite Plus. And our diamonds are going to go real fast if it's going to be 1, 2, 3 for all of these. Yeah, just another single right there. That gives us 6 more copies that we still do need. And I mean, we're talking, what, 9,000 copies on a pull? Yeah, got a lot more rare heroes. There's actually the other copy of her. We already do have our Mauler food just sitting around waiting for her. So we've got 6 more copies. We have 1 more right there. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab this one. Maybe, nope, Thisu. All right, there we go. So again, another single. We're not going to have enough if we don't get lucky. We need a double copy, maybe a triple. And that one was 1 pull earlier. A little bit closer in there. There we go. So another 2 and another pull. Come on, this one, all 3. I think that leaves us 3 more copies. We needed this hero and a double right there. That's what I'm talking about. We need 1. Nope, that's it. That is our 0 copy. So let's go ahead, Mauler. All right, let's build her up. We'll throw some engraving. Again, another Mauler in there. That is incredible. So there are those copies we needed. Yeah, and like I was saying with Maulers, we do have a crazy, I mean, look at all the copies of Savius. So we do have a crazy amount. And actually, I'm using my regular heroes, so let's go with the Vika, just because they are all leveled up. And the legendary ones I can still use as food. I can still combine everything of that nature. So there is our legendary plus. Boom, there's our copy of Goalless. That does unlock the signature item. And I believe at this stage, we do want to get her a plus 30 signature item, which I will absolutely get. So there's the ascended level. There is the 1 star, so we do have the ability to add her with the engraving. Now we did use all of our Poke coins. I don't know how many we got, 9,000. I think it said 9,000. Let's hop over to tower number 2. We'll drop her in this Mauler faction right here. Unlock these rooms, and there we go. Talimar is in here. Now, of course, furniture for any of these heroes, very, very important. And I know we also have a lot of pieces that we still opened 190 large rooms. We have 190 large rooms in here. That is kind of insane to think about. All right, so in here, we know we're keeping Envy in here. We're keeping Scion. I'm going to go ahead and drop out, I think of probably Nox right here. So we'll drop out Nox. We'll drop in the new Mauler. Again, going to be a little bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 heroes we need furniture for. And Mythic right off the bat, which gives us another copy for Scion. I think we only had, what, 3 in total? Yeah, so we got 1 more card. Is there anyone we can build up a little bit further? I know we're looking for Leviathan. I'm going to continue using all of these for Leviathan. And hopefully someday soon we will have that 9 of 9 furniture, because that gives us 7 of 9 right there. Yeah, and then Scion again, max furniture across the board. We almost have the secondary furniture max out as well. Recommended, we'll go ahead and optimize. Let's move her down. Optimize 1 more time, and then everything else we are just going to go ahead and recycle. 300 back, so not enough for another summon, but she is now in here in the entirety. Yeah, 190 large rooms. Again, that's pretty crazy to think that we do have that many. So there's the 1 star. Now in here, of course, signature item, the primordial emblems, we have 14,000 primordial emblems. But there we go, adding up the attack rating, 8,000 of our amplifying emblems. And then the more baits that stack, we're going to go ahead and level that one up as well. Boom, bringing her to a plus 30 signature item. Engraving, I'm going to go ahead and do the rapid strength because we have 22,000 of those. And I believe we have enough in here, which we do. We have 5,000 or 4,500. I'm going to save. I'm going to wait, which weird. Oh, he's not leveled up. But that gives magical pierce. So I'm going to have to see because where and if we have to engrave this hero. I know I only have 4,500 engraving mats or right around 5,000 engraving mats. So I'm going to wait to see if we are taking her to a higher engraving level. You can see all of these empty slots where we don't have heroes. I'm going to go ahead and drop her in. There we go. Then, of course, we can always, and chat, I don't use chat at all, but we can go ahead and build her up a little bit further. And there she is with the engraving. So we got that plus 30 signature item. Going to have to put some Mauler gear on here. And I know we do have a lot of tier stones, and we have a lot of tier chests to actually build these up. Got to get 5 stars on there. But we can go ahead and build the gear up. Now gear, of course, not super important compared to levels, compared to building the heroes. You know, we talked about it with the Draconic gear. When you're looking at building out a hero, or really the priority is, even though you're getting kind of tier 3 gear across the board, it's not a major priority to build out all of the gear, just for the fact, I know it does add some stats, but overall, versus having the heroes itself, or being able to be able to build the heroes, because I know even here it does add magical pierce, add some more attack. I would rather have the heroes. I would rather choose to build out some of these heroes than focus on getting like the Draconic gear we talked about, and getting more copies of heroes themselves versus getting more of, again, the Draconic gear. We have 188 stones in here, and that doesn't even include our regular tier stones. Those are just tier 3. They come in time, and the tier stones really do come with time. So there we go. There is 186 left. We got a couple more tier 4 stones, and she is now built out to the tier 4 in the entirety. Again, plus 30 signature item. I'm going to leave it as it sits right now. And then we also do have this. Drives out 3 fish. She grants 400 energy. Going to be very interesting where she's going to be used, guys. But all right, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.